This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. We're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Ward. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and a couple.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And powering through at the 35. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Second and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
Touchdown, Colts!
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Ward able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Ward escaping the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jamison Williams
from 4 yards out.
And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Let's go, let's go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown. The year, and his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Richardson looking to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, it's Richardson.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Ward. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Off play action. Ward. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break.
Ward. And that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And that flag accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw is Ward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ward now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 39. Here's This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas.
Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On first down, Richardson.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
They go play action with Richardson.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got room.
Down the sideline he goes. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
74 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field.
Sly able to put this one through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry and you come back and you're all fired up. And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
3rd and long for Richardson. He'll get this off to Taylor.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Jamison Williams,
55 yards.
And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
It's caught. Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
But that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Richardson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ward throwing on 1st down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Oilers are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Richardson off the play fake.
Steps away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flushed out right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Ward to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check smash, check smash.
Throwing again. Ward. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Ward, looking to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Oilers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Sly on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And out across midfield down to the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Richardson going to change the play here. Now Richardson on 1st down. Got his man. It's Warren. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air with Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Moore. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Moore escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Oilers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Ward. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
To throw is Ward. On 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off play action. Ward. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Oilers have opened the lead up to 30. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.